Hi everybody, welcome to a new episode of Soul of Chogokin and Z. We are here in Singapore, Marina Bay Sands Hotel, of course, with this beautiful infinity pool. And we're going to talk about, you said Mazinger Z Infinity? No, I'm sorry. We're going to talk about a Great Mazinger.
In this great series, we will see GX02, GX02B Black, GX02R Restyling, GX02R Tameshi Nation 2016, GX02R Tokyo Limited, GX73 Dynamic Classic, and the GX73 SP Anime Color. Wow, a lot of robots in this series. Today, we're gonna start with the GX02. So, let's start. Roll the video! Dash! Dash! Dun, 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 dun. Dash! Dash! Dun, 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 dun. Dash! Dash! Dun, 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 dun. スクランブルダッシュ俺はグレートマジンガー
As always, we start from the box GX02 Great Mazinger of 1998. Wow! 22 years have passed. Box very simple. We have the model in the cover in a challenging pose with all the weapons available, with the name Great Mazinger over the black background. Above we have the logo Great Mazinger Anime. On the side we have the name of the model and the logo Soul of Chogokin. Above and below we have the name of the robot with the image of the Great Mazinger with the two Mazinger's blade and the thunder in the background. Very nice. Let's turn the box and we find the same image that we have found above and below on the box, but larger. Various images of the weapons. I image that simulated the fire-on Brian Condor hooking with the robot and the scramble dash, and the Mazinger Z jet builder and the two robots together. Very simple box but still charming. Let's open the box. We have the robot, two Brian Condor, one in fire-on mode, another one in a flight mode, a jet builder from Mazinger Z, a great booster ramp, two Mazinger's blades, two set of fists, one set of hands hold object, one set of hand for the thunder break, one setup for Rocketo punch, one set of atomic punch, one set of joint magnetized arms, one set of drill pressure punch, a display, a great boomerang. Let's dig in the box and we can find a wing, a great booster. Some parts need a touch and are available like a model kit, and these parts are a sort of missile for the Great Booster, a central fin for the wing and the Great Booster, 3 naval missile, a base to all the Mazinger blades, 3 naval missile panel, 2 backspin kick and 2 knee impulse kick, a name sticker for the display. This model is full of things. Great! Let's move on to the instruction. On the cover, all the images that we see in the back of the box, all in color of course. Let's open it and we find the history of the Great Mazinger, a bit of history about the Master Nagai, the contents that I have listed, and again the color images of the various parts and weapon we find in the box. After the color images we have practically the same information but in black and white as a model kit, and the back cover with the name Great Mazinger. Nothing special but far superior to many special edition models. Here we are to the display of a GX02 Great Mazinger, and we see it is a display not dynamic classic, of course, it is all conception. The name to be applied with the inscription Great Mazinger in Japanese. Below is empty. Here we can put the robot and the various weapon. In front we have the platform for the Brian Condor on display, and we had already see in the Mazinger Z model. Here we can apply the launch pad of the Great Booster. On the side we can add the support for Mazinger's blade.
Dash! Dash! Dun, 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 dun. Dash! Dash! Dun, 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 dun. Dash! Dash! Dun, 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 dun. スクランブルダッシュ
Let's move on to the builders, which are 3, 2 Brian Condors and a jet builder for your GX01 Mazinger Z. Let's move on to the first Brian Condor, which is the flight mode made of in PVC. Very detailed and colored with the classic color of the anime. Very nice. Too bad the cockpit is not transparent. We cannot see Tetsuya. We see below it is all to put in a display. The second brand condor is to be inserted in a Great Mazinger's head, and in fact it is shorter and frontally less detailed. We have the cockpit rotated 90 degrees just like in the anime. Also this brand condor we do not see Tetsuya. Also this model is made the same material, but we don't have the hole. Here we can see docking sequence. Mazingo! Fire on! We also have the Mazinger Z jet builder that was missing in the GX01. So to solve that issue, it is inserted in this Great Mazinger GX02, but it is present in the GX01R Mazinger Z. This is also made of PVC with the removable wings to hook into the Mazinger Z. The colors are the classic of Mazinger Z, very nice with the several details. Here we are the wings and come out from the box. We have the magnet at the back to attach it to the Great Mazinger, and we have here the first assembling kit, the rear fin. As we see, one for the wings and one for the Great Booster. Never been a fan of this part to be detached, as in a model kit, because if you want to keep your model like new, those parts you cannot detach, otherwise you need buy two robots. Bandai, you are genius. But let's go back to the wings. In this model, I will say perhaps the most playable of this GX02 series, we have a mechanism to let the famous scramble dash out. Very cute and funny. Even if the wings are close, are not as small as we remember in the anime, but very fun. Let's move on to the Great Booster exactly as it came out from the packaging, and also here we have some parts to assemble. We add the central fin and this side part to add to the wing. The Great Booster has wings in flight mode, and by moving the magnetic you can extract the tip that you see during the anime when it's flying alone. When it's attached to the Great Mazinger is a retract. Beautiful idea. As we will see in other model, the Great Booster will be redesigned. The Great Booster can be inserted on the ramp to be shown in the display. Let's move on to the robot GX02 Great Mazinger. Let's take it out from the box, model of 1998. Also here you have to add some parts, also detachable from the assembling kit. Remove the diadem and insert it. Add the big boomerang. Add the magnetic arms. Add the short brand condor. Let's see it from all sides. We see the famous ugly screw that will be fixed in a future model. On the back we see the written Great Mazinger in Japanese and the Made in China 1998. We also see the hole for the various wings. We can release the wings from the legs by pressing a button from the flight mode, very nice. We have the classic joint of the arm and legs, not super possible, but you can have fun when you play with this robot. The head can rotate it, move up and down, very possible. We have the fist with a grip and we can insert the Mazinger sword. The other hand, we have insert the end with a thunder break. We add the setup Rocketto Punch, which this robot is called Atomic Punch. Obviously we have the other powerful weapon of the Atomic Fist, which is the Drill Presso Punch. Let's look it closely at this beautiful Great Mazinger. Many details, even if this robot is 22 years old, but it's held up very well the time. On the side there is a button that by pressing will launch the diadem in order to add a naval missile, which also in this case must be detached from a model kit. And with the side button we can shoot it. Naval missile! We have the other weapons that will arrive later in the anime to reinforce the legs of the Great Mazinger are the knee impulse kick. Also these two must be removed from a model kit. Not a big fan of this solution, and we insert the weapon in the knee. The other weapon are the backspin kick, of course. These also must be removed from the model kit. Once removed, they cannot be reattached. Are be inserted in the legs like this. Backspin kick! Let's add the wing scramble dash! Let's add the great booster. Here it is. Here we are at the final comment and the price of this Great Mazinger GX02 from 1998, a very valid model, born to be played. We saw the wings with a button to simulate the scrabble dash and the button from the rear fin of the legs. We can fire the naval missile and the two types of punches, therefore very playable. You can find this model second-hand but also never opened for a price that is around 6,000 yen, about 85 New Zealand dollars, 50 euros. As I said, very nice model, not very expensive, with many details, well done, and many technical solutions that will remain in the future models, and some will be changed in the GX02R, but we will see it better in the next specific episode. Next week we will talk about the Great Mazinger GX02B black version, always here at the Soul of Chogokin, and there!